Good morning, children. Welcome back to Class 5 English, Poem 6 Ring Out Wild Bells, written by Alfred Lord Tennyson. Was born on 6th August 1809 and his last breath was on 1892. Alfred Lord Tennyson is well regarded as one of the most popular British poets of all time. He emanated from royal and noble ancestry, though was brought up in a middle class household. As well as being a poet, Tennyson tried his hand at stage plays, but these are not considered to be particularly good. Tennyson has coined a lot of phrases which have become a part of British vernacular, such as it's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all, and there's not to reason why, there's but to do and die. In 1850, Tennyson succeeded Wordsworth as Britain's poet laureate, which is one of the most prestigious honor a British poet can receive. I will now read the poem for you and then explain it to you in detail. Ring out wild bells to the wild sky, the flying cloud, the frosty light. The year is dying in the night. Ring out wild bells and let him die. Ring out the old, ring in the new. Ring happy bells across the snow. The year is going, let him go. Ring out the false, ring in the true. Ring out the grief that saps the mind, for those that here we see no more. Ring out the feud of rich and poor. Ring in redress to all mankind. Ring out a slowly dying cause and ancient forms of party strife. Ring in the nobler modes of life with sweeter manners, purer laws. This poem is about welcoming the new year. The poet has explained the poem and in detail he has asked us to welcome the new year. Explanation of the poem. The phrases flying cloud and frosty light are symbolic of a cold and windy winter evening. The year is dying in the night suggests it to be the New Year's Eve as the year is dissolving with the onset of night, and the poet tells us to let the night pass and bring an end to the year. In the first stanza, the poet is asking us to bring an end to the year. In the second stanza, the poet talks about bidding adieu. Bidding adieu means saying goodbye, bye to the old year by ringing bells and at the same time ringing those bells to salute the new year, a big new beginning. Ring happy bells across the snow again indicates the cold winter month of January. The poet tells the reader to do away with falsehood and with the new year make a new beginning and embrace means hold the truth. The third stanza is an entreaty means request to mankind in general to let go of all their pent up sorrow for those who are no more with us as they now rest in peace. Also the prolonged means long bitter quarrel between the rich and the poor must be done away with and all fellow human beings must together rectify. Rectify means repair or cure their past mistakes and put an end to class differences. So there should not be any difference between the rich people and the poor people. So in the third stanza, the poet clearly respects, and also he requests all the poor people and the rich people to be friendly without any differences. In the fourth stanza, slowly dying cause refers to customs or reasons which are now futile and prove to be a hindrance to change. All old conflicts must be forgotten and replaced with more virtuous. Virtuous means good or moral ways of living. Every person must be good to each other and be guided by fresh and ethical. Ethical means proper or decent laws which are harmful to none. We must turn our backs on materialistic means greedy or selfish objectives which make us indulge in immoral means corrupt or dishonest desires. Doubt and suspicion must be bid farewell to, and melancholic means unhappy or sad tunes must be rung out. Instead, medieval melodies of minstrels means player, singer, must be rung in. Here, the poet clearly mentions that it should not, the ancient forms should be removed and the new forms of the life should change, and the person should change or the people should change accordingly as the year changes. Final three stanzas tell us concept means pride or self importance, regionalism, spitefulness, unkindness or meanness, and other human vanities. Pride or ego must be vanished and replaced with love for humanity and good for the society. Honesty and righteousness or honesty must prevail, means win out. The desire for peace must overrule greed. Lust means thirst and wars. Darkness must be eradicated forever by the kindness and love in the human heart. All men will be free and gallant means they will be polite. These lines are attestation means proof to Tennyson's belief that no man is inherently means naturally evil, and that the ability to love resides in every human. Ring in the Christ that is to be is suggestive for never losing faith as the ultimate. Redemption means improvement lies in God as He is the Almighty and heals all. This highlights the poet's attachment to his faith and demonstrates or proves or shows his conviction, means his faith that salvation is achievable only on surrender to God. So, here in this poem, the poet is welcoming the new year and asking us to forget the past year which is already finished. Hopefully, all have understood the poem, children. And here in this poem, we find few rhyming words. First, in the first paragraph, the first line sky, and in the last line die. These are the rhyming words, sky and die. And the second and third, light and night, are the rhyming words. And in the second paragraph, only two lines we can find, that is the second line and the third line, snow and go. And in the last paragraph, we can find mind and mankind, more and poor, strife and life. You can find rhyming words in the poem. Hopefully, all have understood the poem, children. Thank you.